Right now at noon, 9 people are charged, including the warden at Waupun Correctional Institution, what we know so far. Plus, with the Republican National Convention a month away, how the Madison Police Department plans to help out with security. You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Josh Spreiter, continuing coverage out of Dodge County this afternoon, where 9 people are charged for 2 deaths at the Waupun prison. Warden Randall Hepp is among those facing charges of misconduct. Those charges stem from the death of 24-year-old Cameron Williams. Williams had a stroke and died in his cell last October. The Dodge County Sheriff says staff ignored Williams' repeated medical incidents. Evidence shows he had been dead in his cell for at least 12 hours before he was found.
We are operating the oldest prison in the state of Wisconsin at a dangerous and reckless manner. We are failing to properly staff these facilities. Waupun Correctional has over 50% vacancy of staff.
The Sheriff's Office investigation also concluded another inmate's death. Donald Myers was a homicide by dehydration and malnutrition. Now again, Hepp isn't the only person facing charges. We also have a statement from the DOC this afternoon. It reads in part, quote, maintaining the safety of people in our care and staff, as well as local communities, continues to be the DOC's top priority. Ensuring accountability for every individual who fails to uphold the DOC's high standards of conduct is a critical part of safety and security, both within our institutions and beyond them. There's a lot to break down in this story, including details about the deaths of 2 other inmates, which no one was charged for. There's also an ongoing federal investigation into the apparent smuggling operation at the prison. You can find those details about what's happening at Waupun on our free Channel 3000 mobile app. Breezy and cooler to end the week. First Warn meteorologist Kelly Slifka is out on the weather patio with a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Hi, Kelly.
Yeah, we do have a breeze really gusting at times up to 30 miles per hour. It's been like that this morning. That'll continue right in the afternoon hours, really not letting up until the sun goes down tonight. But we do have some sunshine. We do have some of these cumulus clouds that are popping up. Basically, we have some cooler air that's aloft. Get that heating from the sun that lifts and produce some of these cumulus clouds. Right now, they're just fair weather cumulus clouds. I think mainly dry, but we do have to contend with these winds. Looking at some of these gusts up to 30, maybe even 35 miles per hour. And the below average temperatures are actually going to continue right through the weekend. And another chance for some rain. Unfortunately, it's looking not great on Saturday. It's just going to be some nuisance rains moving in. It's not going to be an all-day rain, but just going to have to keep the guard up for some of that rain on Saturday. Temperature change a little bit cooler than where we started yesterday, but we're not going to rise a whole lot more from where we're at. Now, these are the current sustained winds. Right now, sustained in Mineral Point, 20, 25 in Platteville, 21 in Monroe, 23 in Janesville. So it is a breezy day, and you can see on our visible cloud track these cumulus clouds that are rotating around this huge upper level low that's spinning right now over Lake Superior. And that's bringing us some cooler temperatures today. Right now we're sitting at 70. It's pretty comfortable. I don't expect temperatures to rise much from where we're at. Right now 70 with that west wind at 10. Gusting at times to 30. Looks like we are looking at milder weather tomorrow. We'll track that rain chance going into Saturday, coming up in about 15 minutes.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Right now, Beloit police are confirming an officer fired their gun at a man who allegedly attacked them. This was during a confrontation on May 29th. Officers were responding to a report of a man running through backyards on Oak Street. Officers say when they found the man, he charged at them. They told him to stop, and he didn't. One officer fired at him but missed. Police eventually arrested the man, 34-year-old Thomas Sykes. He's charged with felony burglary and child abuse, as well as several misdemeanors. We previously only knew that a gun was discharged during the incident. Beloit police didn't originally tell us whether that was Sykes or an officer. This is the 3rd time in the past 2 months a Beloit police officer has shot at a suspect. On May 16th, a BPD officer shot and killed 54-year-old Gregory Tracy. They say he stabbed someone and made more threats. Then on April 28th, Officer Nicholas Rodenbeck shot and killed 33-year-old Michael Ward. They say he refused to drop bladed weapons and was charging towards someone. Both are under investigation. The Madison Police Department says it will send 85 of its officers to help with security at the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee next month. Officers at the convention come from several specialized MPD teams, including the Special Events and SWAT teams. MPD Assistant Chief Matt Ty says recent events in Madison have prepared those officers for the convention. MPD says it has 500 officers on staff, and sending 85 to Milwaukee for that week won't impact policing in Madison.
We are comfortable with that number, that we can sustain our operations and provide community safety here in Madison with nothing that the public will not notice any difference in the policing model.
In the event of civil unrest in Madison, those 85 officers could return to the capital city if needed. The move comes as the RNC is preparing for protests around the area of the convention. 2 weeks ago, the RNC called for the designated protest area, known as the First Amendment Zone, to be moved about a half-mile away from the Pfizer Forum. The original protest site was at Pierre Marquette Park, just a quarter-mile away. The U.S. Secret Service is responsible for setting the security perimeter, but they say the city decides where demonstrations may take place. Happening today, the heroes of World War II, both those who died and those who are surviving, are being honored in several marking 80 years, ceremonies rather, marking 80 years since D-Day. In Normandy, President Biden and the First Lady bowed their heads in front of a wreath at the American Cemetery overlooking Omaha Beach, where more than 9,000 U.S. soldiers are buried. Before the ceremony, the president met with some of the men who survived World War II, all of them pushing 100 years old or older. Onofrio Zakari from Syracuse, New York, was 21 years old when he landed in Normandy.
We landed and we had to crawl on the beach, really. I looked over and there's this GI. He was sitting on his helmet and he was holding his guts. The war brings nothing but misery, nothing but misery.
French President Emmanuel Macron also bestowed the Legion of Honor Award, France's highest medal, on 11 U.S. World War II veterans. Still ahead for us this afternoon, which credit cards eBay says it plans to no longer accept. Plus, a new survey from AAA shows some interesting data on Americans' interest on electric vehicles.
Earn a 40-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's a 40-cent fuel saver for every $60 Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, only at Hy-Vee.
Precision is very proud of our 5-star reviews. I do everything I can to go above and beyond for repairs. No, I'm not an actor. I'm a garage door tech. That's what I do here at Precision.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
The all-new Tempur-Pedic Adapt mattresses are available at Steinhafels. Expertly engineered with the most advanced pressure-relieving material to make aches and pains a thing of the past. Get the new Tempur Adapt for only $52 per month when you use Steinhafels 60-month financing. Plus, you'll get $300 in Steinhafels cash. There's nothing like a great night's sleep on a new mattress from Steinhafels. Start sleeping better tonight. Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
Like our $9.99 XLNY pizza. It's everything you'd expect from a classic New York-style pizza, hot and fresh out of your oven.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
Celebrate Memorial Day at Brothers Maine, where unbeatable appliance deals come with expert advice. Enjoy special prices and free delivery on top brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid. Visit us today and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
Nobody wants to put a new roof over their head. It's too expensive. And if they can extend the life of that roof and get 5 more years or 10 more years, it's a no-brainer.
What RoofMax does is it helps people in that they don't have to spend that $15,000, $20,000 on a new roof. They can spend pennies on the dollar.
The RoofMax product was a small percentage of cost of replacing a roof.
This is a great financial decision for us as a community.
Now don't you worry. I'm going to take real good care of your windows.
You need the experts at Feldco.
Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your summer with 2-for-1 windows and no interest until 2026. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast so you can enjoy your new windows all summer long.
2-for-1 windows won't last long. Hurry!
Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Earn a 40-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's a 40-cent fuel saver for every $60 Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, only at Hy-Vee.
Americans' interest in buying electric vehicles appears to be dropping. A new AAA survey shows only 18% of U.S. adults say they're very likely or likely to buy an EV, down from 23% last year. The top reasons cited for why people are being leery on buying an EV include higher upfront cost and concerns about battery replacement costs and places to charge. However, 31% of Americans say they're very likely or likely to buy a hybrid. Soon, eBay shoppers will no longer be able to use American Express credit cards to complete their purchases. The online marketplace says it plans to no longer accept Amex as of mid-August, saying the credit card company charges unacceptably high processing fees. American Express says its fees are comparable to other credit cards that eBay partners with. And in a company first, Walmart says it will give hourly employees bonuses of up to $1,000 per year. Full-time and part-time workers are eligible, with the amount of the bonuses tied to their store's performance and the number of years the employee has been with the company. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
And at the noon hour, here's your stock report. The Dow is up 22 points, NASDAQ down 25, and the S&P 500 also down about 11 points. Pam is watching today's ag prices straight ahead, and Kelly is tracking the first warn forecast. Then later on Live at 4, Dr. Zorba Pastor says new concerns over nearsightedness are on the rise for kids, how you can prevent the condition.
Furniture and Appliance Mart Stars and Stripes event starts now. Get our guaranteed lowest appliance prices, like great rebates up to $500, plus up to 50% off closeouts. Unbeatable savings that big stores can't compete with at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley.
When replacing your windows, you want them to be built by the best and backed by the best. That's what you'll get with replacement windows only available from Renewal by Andersen. When you choose Renewal by Andersen at Wanakee Remodeling, you're not getting a one-size-fits-all product. From design and sales to manufacturing, installation, and service, we own the entire process. This month only, when you buy one window or patio door, you'll get 140% off, plus 12 months special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
Mike Super, Magic and Illusion, America's Got Talent finalist, winner of NBC's Phenomenon, leaving audiences speechless. Now you can see Mike Super live. Saturday, June 15th at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster. A show for the whole family to enjoy this Father's Day weekend. Mike Super, Magic and Illusion at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
From midnight tweets to drinking bleach to tear-gassing citizens and staging a photo op, we knew Trump was out of control when he was president. Then he lost the 2020 election and snapped, desperately trying to hold on to power. Now he's running again, this time threatening to be a dictator, to terminate the Constitution.
If I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath.
Trump wants revenge, and he'll stop at nothing to get it.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Ashley's best Stars and Stripes event starts now. We've brought in truckloads of mattresses with special doorbusters for quick delivery. Save up to $1,200 instantly on adjustable mattress sets and special financing for 60 months. Save now at Ashley.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, the lovely Shay Mitchell.
I created my perfect job, getting to travel the world and drink.
Plus, fill in the blank with Cher.
I feel the sexiest when I'm in love.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
40 years ago, a monster tornado flattened the town of Barneville. We've heard the survivor stories. Now I'm showing you why it happened. We'll break down the science behind the storm and how it helps us prepare for severe weather today, tonight at 10.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Welcome back at noon. Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report. Hi, Pam.
Isn't it a nice day when you can see sunshine, be outside, and enjoy a little warm weather without an umbrella?
It's finally needed, that's for sure.
Exactly. And it's not just us. Obviously, Wisconsin farmers, the corn and soybean guys, have been lamenting the weather, even people that are trying to put up alfalfa for first crop hay. But there are crops out there that kind of like this weather. Take, for example, lavender. Yeah, there's more and more interest in Wisconsin in specialty crops like lavender. Taking you down to the Whitewater area today, where Amy and Clyde Curtis are the owners and operators of Lavender Near Me in Whitewater. They've got about 150 different varieties of lavender that they're growing there, focused in specifically on culinary uses for their crop. 5 different food grade varieties that they focus in on, 1,300 plants that they're working with, and the flavors that they're growing range from sweet to savory. I've seen this popping up more and more in beverages, even as additions for cheese flavors, obviously in different recipes, and they want to capitalize on that. They're also working with wineries, breweries, bakeries, anybody that's interested in the flavors. So another way that you can look at Wisconsin agriculture. Thank you again to Amy and Clyde Curtis from the Lavender Near Me farming operation in Whitewater for letting us share their stories. They do say that because of the weather and the mild winter that they actually will be able to double crop their lavender this year. They probably won't start harvesting until July. They have a pick your own opportunity for people that like to come out and maybe just get a bouquet, or maybe people that want to harvest it for their own herb use. And then Clyde and Amy follow right along. They harvest what remains and dry that out and use that for their ingredient side of the business. They think this year they'll be able to get 2 crops as opposed to the normal 1. Also want to remind you, as far as specialty crops, don't forget tomorrow is the beginning of the Wisconsin Arts and Peony Festival up in Beaver Dam. That's running the 7th through the 9th. Of course, we told you about Michelle Oven, the owner and operator of Oven's Peony Farms in Beaver Dam. That's one of the places where you'll be able to see 1,600 different types of peonies, 100 different varieties. And I hope you'll tell Michelle that the Farm Babe said hello. All right, dairy markets today in Chicago, we're kind of going in opposite directions. There's a lot of conversation now about how low should our dairy prices go. We just don't have as many dairy cattle out there as we have. Milk production is not roaring back like we expect during this time of the year. Barrel cheese today is up a penny at $1.95.5. 40-pound block cheese down a penny and a half at $1.84.5. And Josh, I'm wondering if traders are listening in on you and I, because today butter's down another 4.5 cents, still at $3.05 a pound. But I wonder if our cautionary words to consumers reach the ears of traders. They don't want to get any more attention, so they brought her back down. But still, $3.05 a pound on our butter today.
You know, I'd like to think that we do have an impact on things, so I think you're right, Pam.
We have an impact. We have an impact.
I love it. All right, well, you enjoy that sunshine this afternoon. Grab those shades.
You bet. See you later, buddy.
Let's get a look at that certified most accurate forecast. First, our meteorologist Kelly Slifka is out on the weather patio. It is bright out there, Kelly.
It is really bright out here. Finally getting a day that we are generally expecting dry weather. We can't rule out a pop-up shower later today, mainly to the north of Madison, but in general, some dry weather today and tomorrow. You can see the cumulus clouds that have been popping up, and it almost feels like one of those early fall cold fronts that pass through as the atmosphere is very dry. We've got that northwest wind. Expecting a high of 71. That's running a little bit below our average of 76. And we'll look at a partly sunny sky today. Some of these clouds will start to thicken up a little bit simply because we have some of this cool air aloft. Heating from the sun creates that instability, and hence the clouds. All right, we are looking at some of the wind gusts we've already had today. Some of them has been as high as 38 miles per hour down in Janesville, 41 in Monroe. So the sustained wind's about 10 to 20, but occasionally you'll get one of these gusts that'll be coming up. And this is our sustained wind, what our future track is looking at, 15, 20 miles per hour, maybe a little bit higher at times. This should come down as we get towards sunset, and after that, once we get into the dark, we should be seeing these winds less than 10 miles per hour. So we've got this area of low pressure moving across the Great Lakes, that northwest wind bringing in the winds, and also cool temperatures, at least for this time of June. We'd think of maybe getting in the 80s. We're not looking at that anytime soon. This northwest flow is going to continue. Generally dry conditions the next couple of days because we really need to dry out for the month already. We've had over 2 inches of rain, and our surplus for the year is approaching 4 inches above average. And, you know, the way we look at the last 7 days, you can see some really heavy pockets, those deeper oranges, the reds indicating anywhere between 4 or 5 inches of rain, while some other areas picked up about 2 to 3 inches of rain widespread across southern Wisconsin. And the latest drought conditions report, well, we don't have any drought conditions reported. It's hard to believe that we still have some abnormally dry conditions up there near the Wisconsin River. That just shows you how strong, how severe that long drought was that we had last summer. All right, we are looking at some gusty winds up to 30 miles per hour at times throughout the afternoon, coming down as the sun goes down tonight. It will remain rather cool through the weekend. And unfortunately, last Saturday we had the rain, didn't get out of here in time, and it looks like we do have another bout of some rain. Not going to rain all day, but we are expecting some showers on Saturday. All right, today we'll look at partly sunny skies. Can't rule out a pop-up shower mainly north of Madison going into the afternoon, and early evening hours should be dissipating after about 8 o'clock or so. Here's Saturday morning. We've got this area of rain coming in on this northwest flow reaching southern Wisconsin. It looks like it'll be mainly a morning event. Our computer models are differing a little bit on that. May linger into the afternoon. Hopefully we can get rid of it and at least enjoy some of the sunshine in the afternoon. But we remain under this cool area of low pressure over the Great Lakes states, but eventually that's going to be lifting to the north, and we'll get under this heat dome toward the end of next week and next weekend. Talking about some summer-like heat as we go into the middle part of the month. And it looks like we'll be on the edge of some storm systems, probably more thunderstorms in that 8 to 14 day outlook. Right now we're sitting at 70, 73 right now in Janesville. Well, a breezy day with a shower possible this afternoon. A nice day tomorrow with sunshine. Still a little bit breezy. There's that chance of rain on Saturday. Hopefully it doesn't rain all day. Gets out of here by the afternoon. Then we're in the lower 70s Sunday and Monday. Starting to warm up with a chances of showers and storms rolling in by the middle of next week.
Yeah, 80s returning. Boy, it's been a while since we've had a stretch of 80s.
You know it's got to be coming. You know, sometimes it's a little bit hard to get here in this time of the year, but once we get it, we usually are firmly entrenched in that heat. And it looks like that'll be by the end of next week.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Howard's in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen sharing a cake recipe that is perfect for summer.
As we head into summer, one of the last things we want to do is turn on our oven to bake a cake. But that doesn't mean we should do without. So let me share with you a cake that is so light and refreshing, it's summertime perfect. And there's no baking required. We start by cutting a store-bought angel food cake into slices and arranging them in a baking dish. After dissolving orange gelatin in some hot water, we stir in a bit of cold water, give it a stir, and slowly pour it over the cake. Now this goes into the fridge to chill up while we add some orange zest to some vanilla pudding. And for the part that makes this all creamy, we fold in some whipped topping. All that's left to do is spread this over the cake and back into the fridge it goes. And whether we use regular or sugar-free ingredients, we really can't miss since this is so big on taste. Top each piece with a slice of orange and grab yourself a fork. You see, with the fresh taste of the orange, the creaminess of the topping, and the cake, which is as light as air, you won't even feel guilty going back for seconds. I hope you'll go online and get the recipe for our Orange Dream Angel Cake so you can enjoy a freshly made cake without lighting your oven. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a dreamy way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
We will be right back after this. Stay with us.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Imagine having a Medicare Advantage plan that can help cover costs for dental services or even groceries. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield is offering special benefits called Essential Extras, available for Medicare Advantage plan members. If you're new to Medicare, have Medicaid, or recently moved, you could be eligible to enroll today. Unsure if you're eligible? Our licensed insurance agents can help. Just call the number on your screen today. Medicare Advantage plans cover everything in Original Medicare Parts A and B while offering coverage for additional benefits. With Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield Medicare Advantage plans, you could get no-cost essential extras you might not expect. These plans may include allowances for dental, vision, hearing, assistive devices, or even money for healthy groceries. That's not all, though. You could also get an allowance to help pay for utility costs like gas, electric, water, or sewer. It can even be used towards internet and cellular providers. Explore 2024 Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield Medicare Advantage plans with essential extras in your zip code by calling today. If you're new to Medicare, have Medicaid, or recently moved, you could be eligible. Essential extras could even include transportation to plan-approved destinations. But you won't get a plan with additional benefits automatically. You have to call to see if you're eligible to enroll. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield is proud to offer these special no-cost Medicare Advantage plan benefits that help provide comfort and convenience to make everyday life easier. Don't miss out. Call Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield today to explore 2024 Medicare Advantage plans with essential extras. If you're new to Medicare, on Medicaid, or recently moved, you could be eligible.
Call 800-694-1143. 800-694-1143. That's 800-694-1143.
It's coming. Predicted to be one of the hottest summers ever. And you can't enjoy anything when your house is too hot, especially when you get that big utility bill. So what do? You stop the hot air from coming in and your cool air from leaking out. With USA Premium Foam in your walls, your old hot and humid house really can be made comfortable. Call now, and when we foam your walls, we'll insulate your attic for free. Stop sweating and start saving.
USA Insulation.
Welcome back at noon. It's time for Potentially Yours, and we want to talk about a couple of events here first this afternoon. First, you can check out the ProClip USA Car Show, which is going to be benefiting the DCHS coming up on July 13th. Now is your time to get your tickets. That event is going to be happening at the Boulevard in Madison from 10 a.m. until 2 on the 13th. That is 2121 East Springs Drive, and that $10 registration fee is benefiting the DCHS. You can go to giveshelter.org for more on that event, but that is going to be for the entire family. So go ahead and get signed up and give back to the community here. And we have an update. Last week's pet, Henry, found a forever home. So we have some good news on Henry there. We always love to see that. I'm delaying here because Lisa Bernard got caught in traffic, so we're trying to get her out to the studio with today's pet. So we are here, I think. She is making her way out here. Remember, you can always go to the giveshelter.org/adopt to help out the Dane County Humane Society. Lisa, come on out here. We are live on TV. I know you got caught in traffic, so we're going to get you all mic'd up here. And look at this little guy that you have here. There's nothing like some live TV, right? But you still made it. I'm going to turn this microphone on. We're just going to clip it up there so folks can hear you at home. So tell us about Shamrock. Shamrock is so cute.
Obviously, with a little luck, we made it here on time, so he's my good luck charm.
Oh my gosh, big time.
Big time, yeah.
Otherwise, we would have had a huge hole in our newscast at the end of the newscast today, so you're helping us too.
And look at Josh, he's so much cuter than his photos. I know he's a little shy.
Oh, he's a little shy.
He's 2 months. So
We're a
he's
lot. The
little
studio is a lot to handle. So tell us a little bit about Shamrock.
So Shamrock arrived on a transfer last week with end of May. So that was last week.
Time flies, doesn't it?
Oh my goodness. With about 17 other dogs.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. And he is one of about less than a handful who are left looking for new homes.
So Shamrock needs a home.
He needs a home. His brothers and sisters got adopted. There were about, I think, 5 in the litter, including him.
Okay. So what kind of family do you think?
Oh, I think any type of family. So they think he might become a big pup. I mean, he does kind of.
He's got the big paws. That's always a good sign.
He's listed as an Irish Wolfhound mix.
Okay.
And those get very large.
Yes.
But we don't know what part of the DNA is going to decide his size. But I promise he is playful. He's curious, but right now he's a little shy.
Well, and you made it just in time. So we're going to find Shamrock a home. So thank you so much for bringing Shamrock in. Oh, little buddy needs a family. Remember, you can go to dchs.org to adopt. Let's go to Kelly now with the final check of your forecast.
Yeah, we do have some breezy conditions and cooler than average temperatures over the next couple of days. Can't rule out a spotty shower, but the better chances of showers, unfortunately, is going to hit us on Saturday. That'll keep our temperatures down. Better day on Sunday.
Have a great afternoon.